What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So for JasmyCoin, we really needed to see what we've seen today and maybe the past couple of days. We did see some movement, I guess, yesterday, but we saw the second half of the day didn't really go as well. But as we saw this kind of push back up, I assumed that we probably would start creating lower highs and lower lows, but we needed to see what we've seen because the movement was just too great. Now, what's amazing is the fact that it is holding some of these levels, and while the market, is kind of struggling today, we're still seeing Jasmy Coin that is maintaining above the 1 cent level, which is definitely a really, really good thing to take in. As a Jasmy Coin investor, this is one thing that we did ask for. We said, hey, we need to see some sort of a retracement because retracements make a position healthy, right? Retracements create strength. They give the ability to bounce from that level to increase to maybe even a higher level, right? Create that bounce on the way up and create a channel, right? You create a high, you create a low, you create a high, you create a low, and that's kind of where we are starting as we've seen that kind of move. So I wanted to go into Jasmy Coin, show you what we are seeing here. Also go through, my indicator, where you guys can check out that indicator. It's the top indicator or the top link at the top of the description. You'll be able to check out the HG algo indicator that will show you the dollar cost average in or out of a position, as well as the bullish momentum or bearish momentum. But before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to check out my link for Margex, that link is in the description. And don't forget about my Patreon. I know there's a lot of people that may be asking questions about, how they start leverage trading, how they can manage leverage trading, all of those things. Feel free to check out that link for my Patreon down below where you can learn more and more about leverage trading. So with that being said, let's take some time to dive into Jasmy Coin. Now, more recently, we've seen that Jasmy Coin has kind of, skyrocketed, right? We saw it go from a level of 62% of a penny, even lower than that if we look further back, right? A month ago, we could see that it was at 49% of a penny. Now, throughout that time, it has risen 183%, and a lot of people have made a ton of money because they were able to either leverage trade, or they traded a lot to start with. And I've seen people make go from investing like $100,000 to making $200,000 overall. I've seen people invest a couple $1,000s and leverage trade up to gains of tens of thousands of dollars. Even myself, at one point, at the highest point or highest place available, I was up $15,000 over the $4,000 that I had invested. And I really think that this has so much more room for growth, but in order to get there, we needed to see some form of a retracement. So as we look throughout that time, you can see here that the growth really did happen gradually, and then all of a sudden it really took off out of nowhere. Once you had that Japan news, where it was going to be more, they were going to be more open to cryptocurrencies overall, and just understanding that piece to it, understanding how that is implemented to, different, investments and working with other cryptocurrency projects and coins. You had Japan coins that were really moving. You had them that were making some moves, and then you saw mainly it was just Jasmy coin. So after you saw that, it really took off and went all the way to a level, right? And after that, I believe the market was actually insanely negative, but you saw Jasmy Coin that was picking up, and it went all the way up to 19, right? It went to about 2 cents, and that's almost $1 billion market cap for a project that nobody really believed in, which honestly was crazy. And to see that go from a level to where it's at 19, we were like, okay, this movement right here is too much. We need to see some sort of a pullback, not only for the people that want to invest into it, because I'm already into it, and I'm like, I want to see a pullback because I want to see healthy movement. So we were like, not only do we want to see a pullback for the people that are invested, but just for the project overall, we need to see health. We need to see strength that this is going to bounce from some of these levels and the first downturn, which we haven't really seen at all. The only downturn we saw was from like 17 or 16 down to a level of 14, which wasn't really a massive pullback at all. But now from 19 down to where we are of 13, that looks like it could be a decent sized pullback. Now, a lot of people are looking at this 12 level as maybe a strong support level to bounce off of. Right now it's hovering around 13. So, 1.3 cents. So they're looking at the 1.2 cent level in order to see that bounce, but we haven't necessarily seen that yet. So it may be a day or two until we do see it, or throughout the night we might see that. But right now it's kind of playing catch up with the market. Not only is it just decreasing, it's also playing catch up with the market overall. No one wants to see it retrace 40 or 50%. Typically, what you want to look for is about 25 or 30%. So seeing it more than that, seeing it 40 and 50% is something that there may be an extra factor to it. It rose too fast, or in Jasmy's case, and what I believe is it rose, and then you have the standard decrease. However, you also have the factor in the rest of the market and how the market is moving. Bitcoin went down to $50,000 from like $53,000. Ethereum didn't really move much, but Bitcoin was definitely dropping, and a lot of other things were dropping as well. I don't know exactly where they are, but the overall market cap is at a $1.95 trillion market cap, down from like a $1.99 trillion market cap. So it's definitely something that we have to factor into it, and most plays that run will end up playing catch up with the market. So honestly, as we look at that, we're currently, like I said, sitting at 1.3 cents, or almost a $700 million market cap. We still have $500 million worth of volume, but you've seen the volume decrease by 64%. Now, the volume to market cap ratio is still sitting around 113%. Of the overall market cap there. Now, that doesn't seem accurate. It might not have updated there because it doesn't seem accurate, seeing that this is lower than the market cap, meaning that it wouldn't be 113%. But either way, it's still at a high percentage of where the market cap is. Still shows that popularity. It's just there's not much money that's being invested. The overall market is, or the overall volume is down by 16 or 17% overall. So this is a little bit higher than 16 or 17%, but you were due for a retracement, which means that you should see kind of an increase in volume, right? As you're seeing people that are selling, and then you also see the factor in of the negative market. But either way, we needed this. We truly needed this, because a lot of people were asking me, hey, when is it going to retrace? When am I going to be able to find my buy-in point? And honestly, this would be the time to at least make a move if you have not made any type of move, because you see the ability, you see the growth above it. Now, is it still higher than where it was at, 49% of a penny? Absolutely, it's higher. It's way higher. It's more than double that, on the verge of tripling that point. But the point is that you see it at a lot of a higher point from where you are, meaning that you have a peak, you have a valley. So you have to take that all into account when you are looking to buy a position. So anyways, let me know what you think about this, right? JasmyCoin, and if it needed this retracement, where do you think it's going to bounce from? Do you think it's going to create this, higher high and higher low scenario? Because where we stand, it's currently creating this higher high, higher low. If we go and look at JasmyCoin on the on TradingView, and if you guys want to check out the HG algo indicator that shows you all of these times to be able to profit from, as well as when to buy, you want to go ahead and check that out. The link will be in the description. But basically, if we look at this, we were seeing a little bit of an uptrend there, but it did end up following the rest of the market and pulling back down. I wanted to see it break below that point to really show where that actual low point is. This is not a significant point. Where we stand right now, or where we are at the low, is not a significant point. However, right here around that 12 level is a significant point to bounce off of. However, it doesn't need to bounce directly on that point. Cryptocurrency tends to not hit or hold supports and resistance as well, but you would see a decent sized bounce if it does have a lot of strength, which is around here. It has a ton of strength. So around this area, I would expect to see a push up. But anyways, Guys, let me know what you think about this. Do we need this for JasmyCoin? Are you happy that we've seen this? Are you making a purchase at these levels? Did you sell at the peak point? Let me know your opinion. And also for the people that say that I sold my JasmyCoin and I got out of it and I shouldn't be talking about it, even though there are people that are actually not holding JasmyCoin and they're consistently talking about it. I'm still holding my JasmyCoin. I have 1,000,000 JasmyCoin. This is not my level for me, and I'll talk about that in my next video. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.